Thank you for sharing that story. That is awesome to hear, especially going full circle and later counseling. You even helped your mother go through the program at some
Yeah.
point, right? You
Uh-huh.
you directed her and gave her information that basically passed on the gift.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
In fact, if you want, I could share that story as well. It's pretty.
definitely let's make that another part of the series here.
Yeah, for sure. So, being as I'm now fast forward, I'm a community college counselor, right? I decided like, oh, I need my master's degree to work at a community to be a community college counselor because it's one of the minimum requirements. So I said, heck yeah, let me do that. Um, and working with at a community college, there's all types of students that range from any age. Like just a little tangent that I'm going on right now.
Uh-huh.
This semester, I've met with a wide range of like the age of my students.
Mhm.
One student was 9 years old. She was going into calculus 2 and she's taking it over the summer. Nine
What?
years old. She's a little math prodigy. So 9 years old. I met with a student earlier this week. Earlier this semester, I met with a young lady who was 85 years old. Still trying to get her like her fifth associate's degree, right?
That's
So
awesome.
you meet with students who aren't just 18, 19 years old. There's a wide range of students. So
Right.
um, a lot of times I'll meet with students who are non-traditional aged, who
Mhm.
are basically my mother's age, and a lot of students um, have a lot of anxiety when it comes to succeeding in college.
Right.
And I tell them this story about my mother. Like I graduated from high school. I went to community college. I transferred to UC Berkeley. No one really knew I was doing that stuff. They knew I was going to college, but they didn't really think it would amount to anything. Once I got into UC Berkeley, I kind of like flipped a switch in my family where the light bulb turned on. Like, whoa, that's an attainable goal. So my
Right.
mom said, "Oh, how'd you get into UC Berkeley?" I said, "I took advantage of my resources. I studied and I got financial aid." And I told her, I broke it down, and she goes, "I want to go back to college.
Nice.
I always wanted to get into nursing school. That's been one of my dreams." And my mom, she was a high school dropout. She ended up getting her GED like years after she dropped out of high school, just to encourage my cousin to get his GED, because she was like, "Oh, I'll help you with it. I need to get my GED too." So that's the extent of that. At that point, that was the extent of her education. So she ended up asking me, "How did you get into college?" And I told her like, I did all these different things. If you want, I could connect you with all my resources. So I ended up helping my mom enroll into Los Medanos College, and that's my alma mater.
Mhm.
And I connected her with all of my resources, all of my counselors, all of my teachers, all of the resources on campus. And her first semester, her first week, she was like, "Oh my God, I feel so stupid. All these kids are in class and they're so smarter than me." I'm like, "Mom, these kids aren't smarter than you. You're just as smart as them, okay, if not smarter. And
Right.
you have life experience. You might just have to dust off the rust a little bit." So after her first semester, she got straight A's. And
Wow.
then she ended up continuing and successfully transferring to USF's nursing program. And now she works for Kaiser. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but I wouldn't have been able to offer her those resources if I didn't experience it myself.
Right.
Yeah, and my mom wasn't a big fan of school her whole life, and she's a product of the community college system. She has a really good job now,
Right.
and it's one of our success stories.
That's awesome. Again, I want to thank you for sharing. This is the kind of information that's inspiring. Again, I appreciate your time. Again, this is a great demonstration to show everyone out there that it's very possible. There are pathways, and definitely if you take advantage of those resources, opportunity will be there. Again, thanks again for being on the show, Jared, and take care. Keep on counseling, and I'll see you at work.
All right, thanks, Romus.
All
Take
right.
care.
Bye bye.